All right, just real quick, I wanted to go over how to properly complete partner assignments. Yes, in this class, virtually all your assignments are going to be partner assignments. You get to complete it with a partner next to you, and then you just turn in one assignment. Both work on it together and turn it in together. Now, obviously, exams and quizzes, those are not partner assignments. Those are, you got to do those by yourself. But the work we do every day in class, virtually all of it, you're going to be able to do it in small groups or with a partner. This is going to give you some tips. All right, so number one, you can see this boy and this girl right here. They're working on they got their computer out and they're working on an assignment together. Same thing with these two over here. Another girl and a boy, both working on it together. That's what it should look like. So you guys are both completing the entire assignment together. Now here on the bottom is what you don't want it to look like, and that's these two right here. So you got the girl, she has her got her pen in her hand, got her computer open, she's working. Oh, the little boy, what's he doing? He's on his phone playing a video game. Now maybe he's using a calculator, who knows? But we're going to pretend like he's on his phone playing a little video game. This is not the good way to do it, because sometimes I'll see my students, they'll come up with a great plan, like, hey, I have a great idea. You do questions 1 through 10 while I play on my phone, and then I'll do 11 through 20, and we'll do exactly half the work. Seems like a great idea, because then half the time you can be working, the other half you can be, playing on your phone, listening to music, whatever. Only bad thing about that is if you do half the work, you're going to learn half of the material. Half of the material is 50%. And 50% in almost every class is an F. So you want to do it like the two groups of students on the top. Do the entire lesson together. Don't split it up half and half and learn half the material. It's like, hey, I'll watch half of a movie. I'll watch the first half of a movie, and you watch the second half. Well, you're not gonna know what the whole movie is. You just know the first half. Or same thing with a book. I'll read the first half. You read the second half. It doesn't work like that. You got to do the entire assignment together. So if you're working like the two groups on the top, boom, you can do that all year. You have the same partner all year. Now, if you start doing the hey, I'm going to play on my phone while you're working, the person on their phone is not going to get credit for it. And eventually, I'll probably just say, okay, you guys have to do it individually because you're not doing it correctly. All right, so this is how to do it correctly and incorrectly. And now another little thing to keep in mind when you're doing your partner assignments, working with a partner. All right, so this is my first period class from the end of last year. This was the carrying capacity worksheet. You can see it shows me who turned it in, this Google Classroom, and who didn't turn it in. So I think I just gave everybody credit for this assignment. It was towards the end of the year. I was tired of grading. I'll do it every now and then. I'll be like, I don't feel like grading this. I'll give everybody credit. But anyways, all right, so you can see Kaylee up here. So Kaylee, looking at her work. All right, so Kaylee did it with Melanie. So boom, I have Kaylee's name. I got Melanie's. Also notice, see the last names. Now it doesn't matter if Kaylee puts her last name because I got it right here. But it's important for Melanie. By the end of the year, I'll know who Melanie is, or a couple months in, I'll know who she is. Beginning of the year, there might be two or three Melanies in the class. Who knows? If you have a common name like David or something like that, there might be a couple Davids in there. Give me your last name, or at least your last initials. Give me your first name and give me at least your last initials. So when I go into Aries to give you credit, I don't have to go through all the names. Okay, where's Melanie? So give me your first name and at least your last initial. Also, you can see here, so I got both names. So both these, I go down, I look at what they did. Okay, good job with the graph. I did, oh, that's all right. So I go like this. I give 40 points. I return it. But I want you to notice here, so they would both get full credit. Look at Melanie, though. Melanie right here, she did not turn it in. It says missing. Doesn't matter. She's still going to get full credit. Now, but one thing, if you guys do it together and you turn it in together, make sure the other person, like Melanie here, don't turn it in and don't mark it as done. Because see how all these right here, they're in green, it says turned in. I'm going to grade all these. But if half the class turns theirs in blank, that just takes it. I mean, it makes it take 10 times longer to grade it when half of them are blank. And you type in, oh, I did this with Johnny or whatever. So if you turn it in as a partner, one person turn it in with two names on it, the other partner don't submit it at all. It might say that it's missing on Google Classroom. Who cares? That doesn't matter. What matters is if it's not missing on Aries. That's where you check your grades. So if Melanie had turned this in blank, even though she'd submitted it with Kaylee, if you submit it blank, I'm going to grade it. And blank is always wrong. So do it like they did it. Put two names on one worksheet and the other partner's worksheet, leave it blank, don't even turn it in. Because that makes it a lot easier for me.